What else is going on? There's a lot of stuff going on, man. I want to talk about people who needs to be checked, especially in the media. I have a thing that I say in my private life when somebody's doing something they're not supposed to be doing. I say, you need a drink. You need a drink. And they'll say, well, what drink do I need? You need a bottle of sit your ass down. And that's what a lot of people right now in the media needs. A lot of cats out here need a big bottle of sit your ass down. Now, Kanye West, the caller just called in about Kanye West. For those who don't know, Kanye West at the VMA Awards, he went on stage, and what was that chick's name? Taylor Swift? Yeah, it was a little innocent little white girl, Taylor Swift. She was getting her award, and then Kanye West took his Dudley Do-Right chin having ass on stage and took the mic from the girl and starts talking about how Beyonce should have won. He went into his whole little attention whore thing. And that whole thing is corny. I mean, Kanye, he's been really skating on thin ice. He's been getting away with a lot of little moist shit. And folks need to start really checking him on his little moist behavior. Now it's just getting out of hand. It's getting real bitch made. And these little publicity stunts, that's the thing. If you do a publicity stunt, you can't keep doing the same stunt over and over. That's corny. He did that, getting on stage, taking the mic, saying, oh, I should have won, and this. Okay, that was done. All right. You're edgy, you're rock and roll, whatever. But when you do it again, now you look like a little bitch. And now he's going around apologizing because nobody felt that. It was corny. It was also corny because of the person he chose to do it to. You know, you don't get no brownie points with doing a bully move. I hate bullies. People generally hate bullies. You really don't get no brownie points for jumping on somebody or punking somebody out or overwhelming somebody who's extremely non-threatening. So you only get brownie points for doing something that's radical. See, and the thing is with Kanye, a lot of people try to make him to be like very outspoken. Like when he did the George Bush don't like black people, he don't care about black people. That got a lot of attention all around the world, and a lot of people kind of patted him on the back for that. Now he feels like he has to do outrageous shit all the time, but it's too contrived. You do outrageous shit when it needs to be done. Don't do it just to bring publicity to yourself. That makes you look corny. So Kanye loses a lot of points. So we need to give him a real big old bottle, a 3-liter bottle of sit your ass down. And that bitch of his, Amber Rose. Okay, we have a pool going on when she's gonna break up with him, and I want everybody to join in on the pool, on the breakup pool. I say she's gonna leave his ass by February of 2010. We're talking about this on Ustream, and you guys can hit me up on Ustream too. You can go to Ustream and type in Tariq Elite, and I'm on there every day, every other day, whenever I get time, chopping it up. But I'm betting that Amber Rose is going to bounce from him around February 2010. Some people said sooner. She's going to leave him. But she's a smart bitch. She's a hustling bitch. I mean, she's milking the thing for what it is. She's getting her publicity on. She saw a little simp-ass dude that she can kind of latch on to. And she's working the shit out of the game. And a lot of people like her because she has a very unique look, and she's owning that look. Everybody's popping their collar to her. She's a fly broad. But she's a hustling bitch too, so she's not going to be around Kanye that long. Because this dude is so bitch made acting. But I digress. And also the VMA Awards, you had the rapper Lil Mama. Lil Mama jumped on stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys while they were performing. And a lot of people clowned her for that. A lot of people were saying, well, damn, Lil Mama, why'd you do it? Well, I was just so overwhelmed by the New York vibe. The song was about New York, and I was overwhelmed, and I just felt the energy. They should have gave her a big cup of sit your ass down. Don't nobody want to see your big boxing glove nose having ass up on the stage looking out of place. Sit your ass down. There's nothing wrong with sitting your ass down, people. Sitting your ass down is cool sometimes. You don't have to be seen. God damn, it ain't about you. Sit your little duck mouth ass down, little mama. You can't get up there with Alicia Keys, old sexy little ass Alicia Keys. You don't look right. And speaking of the VMAs, did y'all see Joe Jackson? He was there and he brought some chick with him, looked like a stripper. He looked like a hen in a damn a chicken in a hen house. He's skinning and grinning, looking like a goddamn weasel that just came up on some sheep. He had this chick named Tana. I think her name is Tana, and she's supposed to be an artist that he's promoting on his label or some label he's trying to get together. And it's clearly that this chick licked his balls or something to get put on. It's just clear. I have some. This is some of her music, and she's not bad. I mean, this is from her MySpace page. I mean, she's an artist, and I think her name is Tana, Taina. This is from her MySpace page. So, Tana.
You never would show me the love that you had for me. You always hurt me. You never
That's her.
made me your woman.
I don't know if she looks. I don't know what this chick is. She looks Latina. She got some real big ass titties though, and they look natural. I don't know. She might be Latina. I don't know what she is. Let me play this other song that's on here, but it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad shit. But I don't see it being on the radio or nothing right now.
Come on.
No, it's okay. Stay out here. I don't care if it
This
rains.
is what Joe Jackson is promoting. Taking forever for the bitch to sing, though. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, so you get a vibe, you know, so she can hold a note. Her stuff is cool, but I know what song she's really singing. I know she's scatting on Joe Jackson's dick. This is what she's really singing right here. That's what she's singing. That's what Joe Jackson's balls in her mouth. That's what she really sound like. Anyway, but I digress. Anyway, Joe Jackson, he needs a bottle of sit your ass down. I mean, this dude's son is died. People are still mourning his son, and this nigga's out here tricking. He's out there with this bitch. He's clearly getting his trick on. He looked like he just been making it rain on this bitch. And this, like, Joe, sit your ass down, nigga. Please. Ain't nothing wrong with sitting your ass down. Like, you know, I have friends like that, man. I would go out sometimes and we go to places like the Comedy Spot, and these niggas want to sit in the front and be seen. And like, I'm a sit in the background type of nigga. I like to go to the back and just peep shit out and just be undercover. That's just me. I like just sitting my ass down. I ain't gotta be seen by everybody. There's nothing wrong with sitting your ass down, people. You don't have to be the center of attention. It's so fucking corny, especially a dude. Women, I understand that. You women want to be seen. And women, y'all sit y'all asses down sometimes. Sometimes you need to sit the fuck down. But men especially, niggas who just want to be seen, and niggas go to the movies and be yelling and talking at the screen. Nigga, shut your ass up and sit your ass down. Anyway, I want to read some emails that I've gotten from some of the listeners. I want to talk about that, but there's some other stuff I want to talk about as well. Whitney Houston was just on Oprah Winfrey for a couple of days. They did 2 episodes, and it was good. Whitney looked good. I mean, she has cleaned herself up, and I'm rooting for Whitney Houston. We all love Whitney Houston. My thing is, the only thing I didn't like was all the Bobby bashing. I mean, there was some interesting stuff in there. I mean, it was juicy information, and we're all interested in juicy, scandalous information, but I just don't like that whole energy, the whole vibe of the whole Bobby brought me down vibe. You know, it's always that undertone of Bobby brought her down. She was this princess that Bobby brought down, and a lot of people think that. That's the only thing I don't like. So Whitney, she can get just a little cup of sit your ass down, not a whole bunch of it, just a cup, because she was doing good. But then when it gets into the Bobby did this to me, Bobby did that, when it gets into the whole victim thing, okay, get your little cup of sit your ass down and chill. But a lot of people think that Bobby turned Whitney on to drugs. It's been common knowledge in the industry that Whitney's been fucking with that narcotic way before Bobby. It's been common knowledge. That's been an open secret in the industry for a long time. The thing is, Whitney Houston had Clive Davis's ass. Clive Davis is very, very powerful in the industry. I mean, he's like the star maker. He knows how to cover up everything and present a certain image. He is the image master. So a lot of folks just didn't know about it because Clive was putting out this glamorous image of Whitney Houston. No, nobody could really say anything fucked up about her when she was under Clive's wing, because Clive would be like, look, take this article out of this magazine. You better not put that in there. If you put this article out and have them say that. I mean, so he was a real influential dude. And he still is. That's why he's orchestrating this comeback for her, because for a while, I don't think she was dealing with him for a number of years. She was dealing with Clive, and then she went off with some other people. And then that's when people start seeing the real Whitney Houston. People think that she fell off and turned ghetto. The thing is, she was already like that. She was already on some half a hood rat shit, but just Clive was a master at covering it up. So he's back in the scene and he's flipping it up and constructing this whole new image for her, and it works. But just don't throw the brother under the bus. That's my thing. Clive Davis can sit his ass down too. Give him a little martini glass of sit your ass down. I mean, that whole family, Whitney Houston's family, they're not a stranger to the pipe. Then they caught Dionne Warwick at the airport with a pipe one time, I think. So they're not a stranger to the pipe now. Also, did y'all see the thing with Serena Williams the other day? Serena Williams, I think she was over in Asia somewhere. She was playing tennis, and she felt like a call was, they gave her a false call. So she got kind of upset about it, you know, which a lot of tennis players do. She got upset, but the thing is, the media made a whole big brouhaha about it. And, you know, whenever black folks are doing something, and it involves whites or non-blacks, it's always exaggerated. They were trying to say that Serena Williams threatened to kill the female official and all this bullshit. And with niggas, it's always some exaggerated shit when people talk about interacting with us. Like if 3 blacks come somewhere and get into an altercation, 3 turns into 30. Black person pulls out a sandwich. Oh, he looked like he had a weapon. It's always exaggerated. It's always over the top. Every nigga look like he has a weapon. When niggas always get shot, it looked like he had a weapon. He had a toothbrush. It looked like a weapon. His finger was in the air. It looked like a weapon. His thumb looked like a pistol. So everything is always exaggerated times 10 when it comes to blacks. Like Barack Obama. Barack Obama has health care and wants to do universal health care, and people are talking about death panels, or he's going to kill the grandparents. They were literally talking about that. So everything is always exaggerated when it comes to black folks. White folks, some of y'all need to sit your ass down. Give them a glass. Also, speaking of sports, man, this thing with Michael Jordan, he was in the Hall of Fame, He was inducted into the Hall of Fame a few days ago, well, last week, and the media went off on him. They were really talking greasy about Michael Jordan. They were talking about his acceptance speech, and they were saying that he was being a clown. They said that he was being petty. They were really, really dissing this brother. They said he was just being rude. And I listened to the speech, and I didn't see any of that. And I wondered, why would they go there with it? Why would they make it seem like it was such a negative thing? And the reason why is because Michael Jordan showed up and he didn't play the Magic Negro role. Again, and I talked about this on the last show about certain black folks being the Magic Negro. See, Michael Jordan, for a long time, he's been doing a ton of endorsements ever since his career started in the 80s. And nobody really knew too much about his background. He was the black guy that everybody white could like because he wasn't quote-unquote really black. He was really black, but you just didn't know anything about his background. That whole Air Jordan image. He's smiling, eating hot dogs, wearing Hanes draws. That was the image. So you didn't know too much about him. He had a little light-skinned wife who looked like a manatee. You didn't know anything about the dude. Wasn't opinionated, didn't put his opinion out about anything. And white folks love that. That's the kind of Negro they love. A smiling, non-opinionated Negro that you don't know too much about. Well, on this acceptance speech, he's talking about his life and some of the things that made him great and some of the things that motivated him. And the thing is, the more he talked, it made him seem real. It was his life. And then a lot of white folks were like, oh, damn, this is a real nigga. And that made him uncomfortable, and they start talking all this slick, greasy shit. And also, what really made him mad, he showed up with his white bitch. Oh, that really fucked him up. He showed up with his white bitch, talking slick. That's the nigga nightmare. A bold, rich nigga with a white woman saying whatever he wants to say. That is a nightmare. So that's why they was talking real greasy about Michael Jordan. There's a lot of folks calling. I want to answer the phone, but I'm on a vibe. I'm flowing. I'm in a goddamn zone. Anyway, let me read a couple of emails from my listeners. Hold on. Let me answer some of these. The phone lines are lighting the hell up, man. What's up? Who's calling?
What's good, man? This is Jay from Brooklyn.
What's going on, Jay? What's happening up there in Brooklyn, bro?
Oh, nothing much, man. You know, same old, same old.
Now, you know I'm coming out to New York. I'll probably be out there doing a lecture around December. You gonna come through?
Of course, man. Of course.
That's what's up, man. What's on your mind, player?
Man, just calling to give you props on that last pay-per-view special, bro. Worked every goddamn penny, straight up.
Oh, man. Yeah, the internet, well, I keep saying internet, Interracial Mackin' Week Part 2.
Yes, definitely, that one.
Wow, man, thank you, man. A lot of people love that special, man. There's some real deep-ass game in that thing, man. And I'm glad that everybody was receiving it and feeling it, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for that. And for any brothers that just trying to come up on the black chicks, man, especially out here in New York, they're just playing bullshit. Okay. I would definitely suggest buying that special, bro.
Exactly. Because that's the thing, fellas. I talk about how to get on Middle Eastern chicks, Asian chicks, Latinas, Dominicans, and I talk about what black females to get and which ones to avoid. Because, you know.
Exactly.
So that's very important, dude. But anyway, man. But thank you for the call, player, all right?
You're welcome, man.
Right.
You're welcome.
But okay, let me read these emails. I got an email from one dude. This dude asked me, he said, what's up, Flex? I'm down with the anti-moist movement. I just want to know, is it moist to call your homeboy up and wish him happy birthday? You know, do you think it's moist to wish a dude happy birthday? You know, no, it's not. Yeah, you know, it depends. It really depends. Because, you know, I understand where the guy's coming from, because it is kind of awkward to call up a dude, be like, "What's a happy birthday, dog?" You know, it's kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward to do that. But if that's your homie, you know, just give that nigga a happy birthday shout out and just keep it pushing, man. But the thing is, don't go overboard. Don't sing to the nigga. You know, you got niggas who want to sing this nigga a birthday song. You be like, You call him up. What's up, Donnell? What's up, man? It's James. First, I want to say happy birthday, dog. And I got a little surprise for you, my nigga.
I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears, but I'm scared of. I'm not scared to be from at a sold out affair.
Don't do that shit. You dig what I'm saying? So just call your homeboy up, wish him happy birthday, and just leave it at that. You know, the phone call should last for about, 5 minutes tops. If it goes longer than that, then it gets into moist territory. Also, I got another email from a player. He says, there's this stripper that he think is choosing up on him. Word. He's like, this dude, I ain't gonna say your name, but you know exactly who you are, because I was really getting on your ass. On the other night, I was up writing, and he instant messaged me real late, and this nigga, that for some reason that just pissed me off so bad. Some of the emails I get, I try not to be judgmental, but some of the shit be pissing me off because you niggas know better. I done said a million times what to do, what not to do. But the thing is, the dude sent an email. He was like, yeah, man, this stripper, man, she just got started in the stripping game, and I think she wants to get with me. So what can I do to make her my lady? And plus, I'm married with I think he got 3 or 4 kids. And he said his wife is a 6. His wife ain't really fly no more. So he wants to leave his wife for the stripper, who he thinks is choosing up on him, because she ain't really chose up on him. He wants to leave his wife for a dry choose. This chick is dry choosing. That means she's not really choosing. And I said, look, bro, how much money have you spent at the strip club with this broad? Now, I'm waiting on him to say nothing. I ain't spent no money. That's the answer that I'm looking for, because that's the only answer. I'm just double checking, because I'm assuming that he's smart enough to not have spent any money. I'm just assuming that he met a stripper and he's cool with her and he's trying to spit. So I'm just double checking, though, because you can never underestimate these niggas. So how much money you spend? Like, I don't spend no more than $30. Wrong fucking answer. Whenever I go, I don't spend no more than $30. You don't spend nothing. Look, the chick ain't choosing. Let me tell all you niggas who be up in the strip joints. And look, I can understand. Let me play the devil's advocate. Let me play the devil's advocate. I can understand, to a certain degree, some of you guys going to strip clubs. I don't justify it, but I understand the mentality. And again, I'm not justifying going, because I hate strip joints. I don't like strip joints. I don't go to strip joints. That's just not my cup of tea. But the thing is, I can understand what guys think. They think, well, if I go to a club, I'm going to a square club, I'm buying drinks for bitches, and they're not giving me no play, they're not giving me no cooperation, they're just taking my drinks and they're bouncing, I might as well go to an establishment where if I give somebody $5, $6, at least I'll see some titties and some pussy. Yeah, okay, I give you that. I can understand that logic. I can understand that logic, but fuck that. Some of y'all niggas take it to some other shit where you think the stripper actually likes you. That's their job, to pretend they like you, dumbass. That's their job, to pretend to be interested in you. That's their job, niggas. And that should go without saying. It really should. I shouldn't even have to say that. That should be common sense. But some sense isn't that common. And fellas, and I've said it before, when you go to a strip joint where the females are working, they're going to put you in 2 categories. A pimp category or a trick category. And the minute you come out your pocket tricking, you're going to be in the trick category. She's going to look at you as a trick no matter what. God damn, it's a lot of folks calling, man. What's up, man? Who's calling?
What's up, Flex? Big Sal, aka Hey, baby.
What's going on down there in Atlanta, man? I'm talking about tricking right now. What's happening down there in the trick capital?
What's happening in the capital where they have national convention here.
They had what?
They just had the National Sim Convention.
What happened up there?
Well, they talking about, well, the main theme of the Sim Convention is tracking. They talking about it ain't tracking if you got it.
Yeah, I mean, they be hitting me up talking about all that, tricking and macking, and there's no such thing as tricking and macking. You either one or the other.
Exactly, yeah. These cats lost their mind out here, Flex.
Man, I got to come back down there and holler at these dudes, man, because they are doing way too goddamn much down there, man. It's a lot of real moist behavior. We got to get that anti-moist movement cracking back in Atlanta, dude. But anyway, man,
I got a couple of questions, Flex.
Go ahead, real quick, man.
Well, first question for you: if a female positions herself in a restaurant where it's directly in front of you and there's clearly other seats she could sit at, is that excusing you, even though she avoids making eye contact with you?
That's kind of a tricky one, because sometimes women do position themselves for guys to spit at them. But again, this chick, she might just be trying to get comfortable. But you just put your bid in regardless. Was she by herself or what?
Yeah, she was by herself, but, I was going off based on her, trying to make eye contact with me, and she didn't really make that. But she definitely positioned herself, like, right by me, and there was clearly other seats where she could have sat at. You know what I'm saying?
How come you didn't spit?
Yeah, I slipped up on that one, player. That was my bad.
Yeah, you should have just went on and spit at her. The worst thing she can say is, hey, I got a dude, or I'm here waiting on somebody. But you always put your bid in if you think the cooperation is there, because you ain't got nothing to lose. So you should have put your bid in. You should have erased any kind of fear you had and just said, hey, what's up? I'm whoop-de-whoop. I ain't going to buy your shit, but I just want to come talk to you. Because down in Atlanta, females be expecting a nigga to buy something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they're so used to niggas tricking. But anyway, man, thanks for the call, player. Word up, man. Didn't they just have a gay thing down there in Atlanta? I heard they had some big gay event, like a convention or something down there. Like it was it Gay Pride Week? What was it? Yeah, they had Gay Pride Week down there in Atlanta. And every time I look at shows like the Housewives of Atlanta and that Keisha Cole, not the Keisha Cole, the Frankie and Neffy show, like all these lunatic ass broads with a bunch of gay dudes, and all of them in Atlanta. If you look at television, it seems like all the brothers in Atlanta are moist, and I know that's not the case. I know that's not the case, but that's what you see on TV all the time, and I hate that image of brother. Not that I say I hate gay folks, but the images have to be a little more diverse. What's up, man? Who's calling?
Yo, this is Carl Stewart, man, from Orlando.
What's going on down in Orlando, player?
Man, ain't nothing but clear skies and sun, baby.
What's on your mind, Pimpin'?
Well, I wanted to say I really appreciate you recommending that book, Black Players. I read that. That was real deep.
Oh, yeah. Black Players is not a joke, man. Where'd you get your copy from? That's a very hard book to come by.
I just went on Amazon and I went to Amazon and I went to AVE.com books or something like that.
Okay.
I found one for like $80.
Okay, yeah, because I always tell guys the book, that's a very expensive book because it's so rare. The book is between like 60 and 80, between 60 and 100 and something bucks. So but it's worth every penny of it. Very good book.
Yeah. I got an old ass copy. It's kind of coming apart, but I read every bit of that.
Yeah, man, that's some real deep ass game that cats don't know about, man. I'm gonna have a special pretty soon. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of my old pimp partners spit game on some shows. So I'm gonna have that coming up pretty soon to really lace these cats with some upgraded game. But I
also grabbed that 50th Law book as well.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check that out. A lot of people have been telling me to hit that book up. I'm gonna check that book out and fuck with it. But anyway, man, thanks for the call, player. Word up. And then Kanye West took his Dudley Do-Right chin having ass on stage and took the mic from the girl and starts talking about how Beyonce should have won. He went into his whole little attention whore thing. And that whole thing is corny. I mean, Kanye, he's been really skating on thin ice. He's been getting away with a lot of little moist shit. And folks need to start really checking him on his little moist behavior. Now it's just getting out of hand. It's getting real bitch made. And these little publicity stunts, that's the thing. If you do a publicity stunt, you can't keep doing the same stunt over and over. That's corny. He did that, getting on stage, taking the mic, saying, "Oh, I should have won," and this. Okay, that was done. All right, you're edgy, you're rock and roll, whatever. But when you do it again, now you look like a little bitch. And now he's going around apologizing because nobody felt that. It was corny. It was. What else is going on? There's a lot of stuff going on, man. I want to talk about people who needs to be checked, especially in the media. I have a thing that I say in my private life when somebody's doing something they're not supposed to be doing. I say, you need a drink. You need a drink. And they'll say, well, what drink do I need? You need a bottle of sit your ass down. And that's what a lot of people right now in the media needs. A lot of cats out here need a big bottle of sit your ass down. Now, Kanye West, the caller just called in about Kanye West. For those who don't know, Kanye West at the VMA Awards, he went on stage, and what was that chick's name? Taylor Swift? Yeah, it was a little innocent little white girl, Taylor Swift. She was getting her award, working the shit out of the game. And a lot of people like her because she has a very unique look, and she's owning that look. Everybody's popping their collar to her. She's a fly broad. But she's a hustling bitch too, so she's not gonna be around Kanye that long because this dude is so bitch made acting. But I digress. And also the VMA Awards, you had the rapper Lil Mama. Lil Mama jumped on stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys while they were performing. And a lot of people clowned her for that. A lot of people were saying, well, damn, Lil Mama, why'd you do it? Well, I was just so overwhelmed by the New York vibe. The song was about New York, and I was overwhelmed, and I just felt the energy. They should have gave her a big cup of sit your ass down. It was also corny because of the person he chose to do it to. You know, you don't get no brownie points with doing a bully move. I hate bullies. People generally hate bullies. You really don't get no brownie points for jumping on somebody or punking somebody out or overwhelming somebody who's extremely non-threatening. So you only get brownie points for doing something that's radical. See, and the thing is with Kanye, a lot of people try to make him to be like very outspoken. Like when he did the George Bush don't like black people, he don't care about black people. That got a lot of attention all around the world, and a lot of people kind of patted him on the back for that. Now he feels like he has to do outrageous shit all the time, but it's too contrived. You do outrageous shit when it needs to be done. Don't do it just to bring publicity to yourself. That makes you look corny. So Kanye loses a lot of points. So we need to give him a real big old bottle, a 3-liter bottle of sit your ass down. And that bitch of his, Amber Rose. Okay, we have a pool going on when she's gonna break up with him, and I want everybody to join in on the pool, on the breakup pool. I say she's gonna leave his ass by February of 2010. We're talking about this on Ustream, and you guys can hit me up on Ustream too. You can go to Ustream and type in Tariq Elite, and I'm on there every day, every other day, whenever I get time, chopping it up. But I'm betting that Amber Rose is going to bounce from him around February 2010. Some people said sooner. She's going to leave him. But she's a smart bitch. She's a hustling bitch. I mean, she's milking the thing for what it is. She's getting her publicity on. She saw a little simp-ass dude that she can kind of latch on to. And she's